full steam ahead for this from the gantry, but we have to report to you first up that the match itself, whilst not jeopardised by the weather, certainly may have its dynamic affected by this torrential stair-rod rain which is upon us and which has appeared almost from nowhere in the hour or so up to kick-off. It could prove a considerable test for the officials and certainly for the players. We do have our fingers crossed that it won't affect the game itself. I'll tell you what, this could be a bit different. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Some performance, and now here comes the response. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Now we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordi Alba. He's got such searing pace, Peter. He gets to the byline in the blink of an eye, and from there his crosses are pinpoint and very hard to defend against. This opposition defence is going to have its work cut out, trying to keep him quiet.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. João Cancelo. Massive leap! Did well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Danilo Pereira. João Moutinho. Portugal are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And it's Cancelo. João Moutinho loses his balance and loses the ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
João Moutinho surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Up to meet it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Very well to intervene. Spain are working the ball as only they can. They'll
Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
A real chance if he can get through. Ferran Torres. Morata. Hoists it forward. João Cancelo cuts it out. Thiago tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And it's played forward. Jota with the cross. And he's cut it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45? Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
João Moutinho. Ruben Dias. Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias plays it forward. Looking for space out wide. Jota. And he's there to cut it out. Ferran Torres drives it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo going for goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Ruben Dias positions himself well and cuts it out. Can't get the better of his opposite number. João Cancelo. Ruben Dias. Well, that's where he wants it. And the weighted pass. Ruben Dias. Pepe. Guerrero. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? A chance to play it in. Beautifully done. Cut out in the nick of time.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nino Pereira. That's sprayed out wide. Gets up to head it! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge.